Alright, episode 49. It's the marathon, absurd event. And you go run with your legs when we have cars and bicycles and skateboards and electrified scooters. You're going to run with your legs 26.2 miles. Why? How do you know Philippides is male or female? This seems like a very gender neutral name. I think you could have, this is my daughter Philippides. Or you could be like, this is my son Philippides. That would both work. And when they won, they wanted to tell everybody, you know, just like now, post on social media. So their way of posting on social media is they sent some dude in a loincloth named Philippides to go run from Marathon to Athens. And it was a distance of like 24 something miles. And he got there and he said, he said a quote, it was like, "We are victorious, we conquered," or some shit like that. And then he killed over dead. The first marathon occurred, and why it's called marathon, because he ran from Marathon. I don't know why they don't call it Athens. Athens. They should call it Athens. What are we doing? Running in Athens. It took them 2,500 years to reenact the event. So much for it being such an important event. It wasn't until 1896, first Olympics, that this event was reenacted. If you are a true marathoner, that's a word, you should actually be running 24.82 miles. It's cool if you had a 24.82 sticker, a decal on your window, a badge of honor. That would be, we'd know you're legit. We'd know you are the real deal from 1892. And that'd be way cooler. So for this whole time, it was all dudes doing this thing until Roberta Gibb. Roberta Gibb was the first woman to complete the Boston Marathon. She would hide in the bushes at the start line, which, come on, if you're trying to not have a person, any person, be involved in the race, only registered participants can enter the race. Roberta's chilling in the bushes at the start line. There's only so many bushes at the start line. Like, your deductive skills, your security is lacking if that's truly what you're trying to accomplish. How did you not see the person in running gear chilling in the bushes? Oh, women can't. You can't run far. Like, oh, they have two legs too. I guess they can run. We might as well let them. So stupid. We like retro things so much, let's bring it back. 24.85 mile marathon. You run in a loincloth. Whatever gender you want. We'll ditch that part of the history. And go. And you got to do it barefoot. And not those damn Vibrams. Not barefoot shoes that are shoes. Because if there's something on your foot, it's not bare. Therefore not barefoot. I don't think cooking started with hot wings, but it probably started with something very similar to steak. We started cooking food 1.5 million years ago, way before marathons started. The first meat that was cooked it's theorized that there was a forest fire and an animal died in a forest fire. And then the like primitive humans saw the cooked animal and started eating it. And realized, oh, hey, this is good. You know, Bambi in the forest on fire. Thumper got left behind. He got trapped up on a log and got cooked alive. And then some biped walks up and decides to start gnawing on him. And that's how we started eating cooked meat. So the sous vide just pisses me off. You're putting wet meat, you just like slowly, you're giving a spa treatment to a chunk of meat. And then the French in the 70s were trying to figure out how to keep as much fat as possible in their foie gras. Which foie gras is what, like fatty goose liver or something? Which is already another creepy situation. So you just had a place where they had a bunch of lab instruments with goose livers in plastic bags that are eventually edible. That's where we came from, and these are the things we do now. So, good to know. Good to know. Have a good night. Take care, y'all.